This book is theory and harmony based, compiled, edited by Joe Deneen and Mark Bridges. This is in the basics section. It's 39 pages. In the basics section says meter, and then it says time signature, then it says common time, cut time, and then it says meter again. It says a meter is a term describing the number of beats a measure has, as well as what type of note value is assigned one beat unit. The measure is like a bar. I think it was called a bar on the sheet music. So it's kind of like a little blocky bit here. The time signature is the fraction that appears beside the clef. This one shows a right-handed clef, which was a, what's it called? I think it's called a G clef because it looks like a G, or it looks like a G, I think. Fraction that appears beside the clef at the beginning of each song or piece of music indicates the meter of the piece. So the time signature on this one says 4/4. And the notes it shows are 4 notes, which would be C, D, E, and F. The top number tells the musician the number of beats there are in each measure. So saying 4 meant the beats are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the above example, there are 4 beats in each measure. The bottom number tells the musician the note value assigned to 1 beat unit. So there's 4 beat units, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the above example, a quarter note is the note value assigned 1 beat unit. So the measure is complete with 4. So 4 divides into 1 as a quarter each. A quarter, a quarter, a quarter, and a quarter. So those are the 4 together. Sometimes the concept of meter is a difficult one for the beginning theory student to grasp. After all, what is a beat anyway? And how do you know a quarter note gets 1 count in a 4/4 meter? Because it says 4/4 with a 4 above and 4 below. The latter is the easiest to describe, so we will start there. The bottom number is the same as the denominator of a mathematical fraction. So if the number 4 is at the bottom, then the fraction is 1/4 or 1/4 or a quarter or 1/4. In music, 1/4 of a whole note is a quarter note, and therefore 1 quarter note gets 1 count. 1/4 of a whole note is a quarter note, and therefore 1 quarter note gets 1 count. If the number 8 is at the bottom, then the fraction is 1/8 or 1/8, well, 1/8 basically. In music, 1/8 of a whole note is an 8th note, and therefore 1/8 note gets 1 count. Now, what is a count or beat? ? A beat is the pulse of the music. 4 beats in each measure was the top bit, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A beat is the pulse of the music. In a 4/4 measure, there are 4 beats or counts, the top note, the top, not note, but the top number is 4. 4 beats or counts, and each beat is a quarter note, which is the lower 4, the below 4. 4 beats or counts, and each beat is a quarter note in a 4/4 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The meter does not mean only quarter notes can be in the measure. It only means the measure is divided into 4 segments, and each segment has the value of a quarter note. If the measure contained nothing but eighth notes, for example, there would have to be 8 eighth notes, because for every quarter note there are 2 eighth notes by definition. Because 4 is half of 8. If the measure contained nothing but eighth notes, for example, there would have to be 8 eighth notes, because for every quarter note there are 2 eighth notes by definition. So the little picture you get is a 4/4 measure or meter, what's it called? It indicates the meter of the piece, the fraction that appears beside the clef. So the fraction is a 4/4 next to the G clef and next to the little note dots. Top number tells the amount of beats, and the bottom number tells the value assigned to the beats. So there's 4 beats, and each beat value is a quarter of the bar meter thing. Loads of little diagrams here, and the camera's not very good, but common time and cut time is on the next page. Common time is the 4/4 that was just mentioned. Common time, it's got a picture of a little C, and the little C equals 4/4, and that, I think, doesn't say it, sometimes replaces the 4/4, so if you see the C it means 4/4. There's a C with a funny little line coming through it, and that equals 2/2, which is also called cut time. 2 beats in the bar, 2 beats in the measure, and the bottom beat is 2, which would probably be a half. Common time is 4/4, cut time is 2/2. 2/2 would go 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 4/4 would go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. The symbols above are what is known as common time and cut time respectively. Common time is named as such because it is by far the most common time signature used in music today, whatever the day is. Cut time is named as such because it is literally the meter of common time cut in half, which makes sense. 4/4 is halved and makes 2/2. A 3/4 time signature means there are 3 beats per measure, and a quarter note gets 1 count. Little picture of 3/4 going on next to the G clef. 3/4, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. quite waltzy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3/4 time signature means 3 beats. A 12/8 time signature, this one's really messy. The busy one in the middle. A 12/8 time signature means that there are 12 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or something like that. I think they were supposed to be 3. 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A 12/8 time signature means there are 12 beats per measure, and an 8th note gets 1 count. So whatever that means, an 8th note gets 1 count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the 8th bit means, but the 12th bit means there's 12 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And an 8th note gets 1 count. So I don't know what that means. A 6/4 time signature, which has got these 6 above the 4. The 6/4 time signature means that there are 6 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a quarter note gets 1 count. A quarter note. A quarter. So these singular ones are looking like they're quarters, and then these ones, which are grouped into little 3 groups generally, they're called eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then at the end it says the meter. It's back to when it says meter here on the first page. Meter is a term describing the number of beats a measure has, as well as what type of note value is assigned 1 beat unit. The note values were quarter note, 8th note. Meter is the regular groupings of beats into measures. There are 3 types of meters: duple, triple, and quadruple. Each meter type is either a simple meter or what is called a compound meter. So I can't really say that, I don't know what that means, but that's what it says. Simple meters: simple, duple meter, duple, quadruple, duple, call it duple, D-U-P-L-E, simple duple meter equals groups of 2. 2-2, 2-2, tiny little pictures now. 2-2, 2-4, and 2-8. 2-2 has, I think they're called minims. They're quarter notes, because the quarter notes are a quarter of the bar, which is 4 of them, and they're painted in black. And the one that's got a hole in it, which is lasting longer, is, I think it's called a minim. Can't remember. Let's pretend it's C. So 2-2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple duple meter groups of 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 2 notes and 1 note per beat, and then 4 of them would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 if you were to use quarters. 2, 4. That was 2, 2, because it's 2 notes and 2. I don't know, what's it say? 2 beats and however many note value assigned to each beat unit. 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 4 is, so that was 2 minims, or crotchets I think they were called when they were quarters. 2, 4 is 2 crotchets. So you go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, I don't really get it. I don't know. 2, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 2, 8 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's all the same. So it's just pitched differently. So probably the pitches mean something different for each meter. So they were called simple meters. Simple triple meter is groups of 3. Simple quadruple meter is groups of 4. So the simple duple meter was 2, 2, 2, 4, and 2, 8. Simple triple meter is groups of 3, which is 3, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 8. And then the simple quadruple meter groups of 4 is 4, 2, 4, 4, and 4, 8. So one thing that's staying the same is you've got a 2, then you've got a 4, then you've got an 8. And then the thing that's staying the same is that there's a 2, 2, a 2, 4, a 2, 8, so you've got 2 beats. Got a 3, 2, a 3, 4, and a 3, 8, which is 3. It's not really beats, is it? What is it? Yeah, it is beats. Yeah, beats, 3 beats. Simple quadruple meter groups of 4. 4 beats over 2, 4 beats over 4, and 4 beats over 8. So the bottom number tells the musician the note value assigned to 1 beat unit. So the note value in a 3, 2 is no idea, don't know. Simple duple meter groups of 2, simple triple meter groups of 3, simple quadruple meter groups of 4. So the 4, 2, it's got 4 minims at the top, going 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then a picture below it shows 2 beats per 2 beats per beat. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then gets faster. So I think 4-2 would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 4-4 would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And 4-8 would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think it's a speed thing. I think 2 is slower. 4 is faster. And 8 is really fast. So I think it's that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's what it means.